Are you aware that the famous Benin Idah War of 1515 to 1516 was fought primarily because of the beauty of a woman? Then one begins to imagine, how can the beauty of a woman cause a brutal war such as the Benin Idah War? You want to know more? Follow me. Let me take you through a journey. This is the Willie Kosa TV. The famous Benin Idah War of 1515 to 1516 was fought practically because of the beauty of a woman. The Benin Idah War, also called Oko Ata by the Benins, was fought during the reign of Oba Esige. So during the reign of Oba Esige, around 1504, there was a very prominent chief named Chief Olia. Chief Olia unfortunately had an addiction. It was the addiction for a woman at the center of his life. A very beautiful woman called Imaguero. A woman adorned with beauty beyond words, for no words can really explain the extent of Imaguero's beauty. Everybody understood why Chief Olia had great love for his wife. Everybody knew why Chief Olia loved his wife so dangerously, for she was indeed a beauty goddess. The beautiful Imaguero was very famous for her beauty, and the chief felt very lucky to own such a breathtaking beauty. Whenever he was at the Elba's palace for a meeting, the prominent chief would brag to everyone who cares to listen about the beauty and faithfulness of his beloved Imaguero, for he used to call her his beauty goddess, his precious Imaguero. Chief Olia believed that Imaguero was not just the most beautiful woman in the great kingdom of Benin, but also the most faithful. As time went on, Oba Esige had some scores to settle with Chief Olia, and the king decided to hit his chief where it mattered most. The Oba investigated Imaguero and discovered that Imaguero's major weakness was the fact that she loved things, for she was as vain as the next beautiful woman. For indeed, Imaguero loved things, just like every other woman. Imaguero had great love for coral beads. Those who are close to her knew that it was her worst distraction and her weakest of points. So therefore, Oba Esige didn't even waste much time. After discovering this about Imaguero, he summoned one of his porters, a cripple for that matter, called Uke. The king gave him few coral beads, beautiful coral beads, with strict orders to tempt Imaguero. The cripple was able to seduce and win Imaguero swiftly, for she fell quickly and swiftly. The handicapped servant ravaged her beautiful body to maximum satisfaction. Having successfully carried out the mission, he returned to the king, who appreciated his effort. So the Oba waited for the D-Day when the cat would be let out of the bag. One day when all the chiefs were gathered and conversing at the Oba's palace as usual during a meeting, as usual, Chief Oliya began to boast again about his beautiful wife and her faithfulness. Fascinated by Oliya's ignorance, the king summoned his disabled porter in front of the entire assembly of chiefs. The porter told the tale of Imagwero's successful seduction for the sake of few Kora beads. Everyone was shocked, and they mocked Oliya for trusting a beautiful woman so much. Humiliated that Imagwero slept with a crippled, Chief Oliya returned home in pain, in shame, and in great agony. Eventually, he killed his beloved, beautiful wife with his own hands, strangling her to death. Embittered by the shame, Chief Oliya decided to get even with Oba Esige. His plan was to dethrone the king. He knew that he wouldn't get support from the king's subjects, so he instigated the attack of Igara, the attack of Idah against the Oba, by turning both kings against each other through disinformation. Chief Oliya informed the attack that the Oba was preparing to wage a war against Idah. And in the same vein, Oba Esige was told that the attack was preparing to wage a war against Benin, the great kingdom of Benin. The Benin Idah war was fierce and bloody, and the war was fought between 1515 and 1516. The war ended in the defeat of the Igala and the Idahs, all thanks to the help of Idah Niyesige, the Queen Mother, the great war general and mother of Oba Esige. Who was a great warrior that fought alongside her son in the disguise of a man. Now you may say, why is history kind to Imagwero if she was an unfaithful wife? Why was a teacher training college named after her if she was an unfaithful wife? These are the reasons. 1. Learn not to trust anyone totally. 2. There are consequences for unfaithfulness. 3. If you must trust, learn to trust with your head and not your heart. And 4, very, very importantly, learn to stay humble and not brag about what you have, so you do not torture others emotionally.